I made a gaming PC with all these components here. Yeah, it's that one. Come and join me on my journey. Hello, welcome back to Lee's Tech Room, and yesterday's video is all about my little gaming PC. And yes, you probably have noticed, it's not a gaming PC yet until it's got the vital component of the graphics card. I don't have one yet, I will get one, and that one will be on part 2. So I'll do another video, maybe installing it, and let me know what you think I should do with the game's graphics card. Shall I do a video of installing it? Maybe, but I'll definitely do a video about it and what it can do. That's coming up. But anyway, onto this one. What we're going to do is in a minute, I'm going to show you some installation process of the motherboard and some other parts. Big shout out to ThermalRight for supplying some of these fantastic RGB fans, and also to Timetec for supplying the lovely white RGB RAMs. They look fantastic in there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you some installation processes, and then we'll come back to showing off the computer, and so you can see exactly what it looks like. I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to install the motherboard and 4 bits of RAM. I've already installed the power supply, so I'll just turn this one over, right down on the mat. So I've already installed the power supply, which was this one here. It's an ATX power supply from Ace, and it is a low noise 850 watts, so it's good for gaming. Little screwdriver, and we will undo all of these here, which we don't need the screwdriver for. I think what we're going to do is we're going to put the screws in a tray so we don't lose anything. Move that out of the way. Okay, like I said, the power supply is already installed, and the all the cables are still in there. There's the instructions for the power supply and the case. So let's get this box open. This is a ASRock B450 Steel Legend. It's at AMD 5000 desktop ready. It's AM4 socket, and it's got some RGB lights on it. And we've got some Pinnacle conduit RAM. This got 4x16. This is from Timetec, and they were kind enough to send these over to me. These are going to be great because they're white, which is fits into the white build. Oh, it's a bit dirty in there. And it's got RGB lights on it, which is going to be absolutely fantastic. Right, let's get these cables out of the way because we're going to need to use those. And then let's, how was that? That just strapped over. So let's get those open. Like that. Okay, so let's get the foam off the sides of the motherboard so we can get ready. Let's pull it out, like so. Which is a very pretty motherboard. Right, so it's set up, as you, I don't know if you can see down there, but it says it's got AUI. A is ATX, U is micro ATX, and I is ITX. It's on A, U, and I, and it goes as far as U, so it's on micro ATX. I want ATX, so I've got to put it on A. Okay, I'd like to go and get a adjustable spanner so I can undo these. So let's just get in there and get these undone, like so. Okay, so now all the blocks are in place. Now we need to install the back plate, which will go into position over here. Clicks into place beautifully, and then we lower the motherboard into position. like that, to see all the holes line up. Yep, they do. Excellent. So now we need to screw it all in. Okay, so now we screw in. Let's start off in the middle one using a magnetic screwdriver. Okay, just to note that on this motherboard, on this case, I have a panel on the other side, so there's a gap so I can access the underside of the processor. But normally when you make a build like this, you normally have the processor in place when you put the motherboard into the case. But I don't need to on this one, so I have chosen not to put it in there. And not only that, I haven't got a processor yet. Okay, so now we can set up a couple of cables. So this is the 12 volt power. So that can go, that goes over there. Clips into place. Then the main motherboard cable plug goes into the big long one down there. The rest of them are for the components like the disk drive and SSD and fans. Okay, now we grab all of these cables, and this one's got the power and lights. Okay, so I've fixed those in there. It was a real pain in the bum to get in down there, but check out your manual, make sure you get the right ones in there. And the other ones we've got is that's USB-C, USB 3. So that goes into that slot there. And then this one is for USB and HD audio. So we've got, and then the USB will connect to that one there. Okay, what we do now is we'll chuck in the memory. Wow, these are really nice. Awesome. Timetec. Awesome. There we go, clipped into place. There we go, all in place. Okay, so that's everything that I can do at the moment. What I need to do now is get a CPU and the graphics card, and we're ready to rock and roll. Okay, so just to recap, just going to put the memory in. This one has got the name pinnacle at the top. So you put in one end first, make sure that clicks in, and then that clicks in, and rinse and repeat. Two clicks, you want 2 clicks. Like that. There we go, 2 clicks done. Now when it comes to the processor, there's a little triangle here, and on the motherboard, on the AM4 socket, there's a little triangle at the top there, so we match that triangle up. Place it in, like so, and then push down. Job done. Processor installed. Now what we're going to do now is we're going to install the Assassin King 120 SE White RGB by ThermalRight. This is the CPU cooler which plonks on there, and it's RGB, and it's white obviously, which is, it's a white build. So let's get this open. Okay, let's just move that to the side. And we'll open this one up. There's all the brackets, different brackets for different fittings. Let's look at that first. Wow, that's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. Yikes, that is actually huge. Plug that on there. So that basically fits on there like that. Wow, that takes up a lot of room. Okay, let's get that unwrapped. Out of the bag. I've got everything out that we need. So we need the AM4, which is that one there. This is the first section. Also does some Intel ones as well, but I'm not interested in that because this is AM4. So we can set that up. It says we need to use the back panel, and we've got the clips here. Okay, we need to put the backing panel back on. So just to spin that over. Like it goes like that. According to the instructions, we need to put these standoffs on the back plate first. We put those on there, like so, and then we put that on there like that. Okay, so they're nice and tight. That's that. We need to put some thermal paste on the processor and then put the heatsink on. Okay, so now we've got the heatsink. Obviously we've got to take this one off first. And that one. Put straight on there. Yep. And now to put the fan on. Right, so the fan's connected with these clips, so you chuck the clip through there and through the hole. And the same on the other side. Like that. And then you put them down here. And then clip. There we go. Right, I'm now going to add some fans into the mix. I got some 4 fans from ThermalRight. So we've got 3 to go on the front to replace these ones because they're a little bit too loud. And then there's 1 to go on the back because there isn't one. And then we've got a fan controller, it's actually a black one, RGB fan control, ARGB hub controller. So that's a magnetized magnet. Don't know if you can do that yet. No. So it's magnetic, stick to somewhere. I don't know where yet. I haven't looked at where I'm going to put it, but let's see how we go. See what happens. So first of all, let's get these open. And what do we have inside? Okay, so there's loads of screws there, which is good. We take them all out at the same time, do we? There we go. I got these ThermalRight ones because it's the same brand as my CPU fan and heatsink, and so when you use the RGB controller, it's all going to be the same color lights, which is going to be lovely. So there we go, there's those fans, and there's all the adapters, all the controllers for it. And let's open up this one as well. More screws. Instructions and a fan. Okay, let's put that one separately. And then we open up the controller box. Unfortunately it's black, I couldn't get a hold of the white one. But that's okay, it's not the end of the world. I think this lights up as well. And it comes with a remote control. Okay, so the top fan, I don't want the cable to go. The cable will be tidy at the top. So it needs to go something like that. So we go around the other side and screw from the outside. Right, so this is the current build so far, and as you can see I've tidied up all the cables. I've got the other 3 fans installed. I did that off screen because it was a lot easier to get to. As you can see from the other video, it was a bit of a nightmare to video to record it. So I've got all the cables put in behind, because this tower comes with a cable tidy, which I'll show you in a minute on the other side. It's actually on the other side of here. And as you can see from underneath, on this bottom bit, all the cables are a bit of a mess in there. Can you see in there? Yeah, that's there. It's a hell of a mess in there. We're going to get something to cover over that, and then we won't be able to see any of that rubbish. So yeah, all the cables are tidied up, including all the small ones down there. They've all been hooked up underneath, and then most of them go up to the top units up there. So it's all tidied up all behind, and so much better than having it on top. In fact, if you're going to have a open side panel like this, then you need to have it all tidied up, definitely. So I do have a graphics card. It's only a 1 gig graphics card, but it means I can use the PC as it is. And I've got a Wi-Fi adapter there as well. Comes with the antennas. So that's it really, that's all you need to see really. What we're going to do now is I'm going to go and put the computer, or plug it all back in again, and then I'll show you what all the RGB looks like and how to control it. Oh yeah, and just in case if you're interested, this is the other side, and the massive cables, I tried to strap them in a little bit like that up there as well, trying to get it a little bit tidier, but it's just a complete mess. But you can't see that, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is, I've had a little R2 in there for aesthetics. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to switch the old blighter on, and you can see what happens on the screen. Switch it on first, at the back. Then the lights come on the motherboard. They're always on. I'm not sure why, but I quite like it. I think it looks really cool. So we'll switch it on. And obviously it's got to be orange. I left the glass off so you can see it better. It is orange, but it doesn't show up so well on the old camera. But what I wanted to do is show you, so the RAM is color at the moment. It's going through all the colors, which looks fantastic. Can you see it? I'll just move the camera in so you can see the RAM do its thing. There you go. So yeah, the RAM is in color at the moment, but for some reason, I'm not sure exactly why, it has to load up the software to get it going, and it takes quite a long time. So I think what I'll do now is I'll just sit here for a second, and I will move the camera a little bit so you can see what's happening on the screen as well. Now you can see, I'll try and hold the camera still. So you can see the RAM changing colors, because that's supposed to be orange, and I programmed it to be orange, and in a minute on the screen you'll see that the software start running, and then the RAM will change color. So I'll just shut up for a minute and I'll fast forward this so you can see it happening. There you go. So now it's done. It went to red and then it went to orange, so that's the right color now, and it stopped displaying the icon on the screen now. So now everything's orange. I know it looks red on the screen, but it is orange, and it looks amazing. And orange obviously is the best color. The only thing that's annoying about this is this bit here. I can't tidy it up enough. But there we go. That's the inside of it. And what I'll do now is I'll just tidy up a little bit, and then we'll come back and I'll show you how to change the colors on the RGB. So first of all, we'll go to the it's the ASRock Polychrome Sync. I'll put a link in the description so you can find this one, so you can download it and use it. So what we need to do is we can choose one of the options on the left hand side there. I can only use RAM because that's all I've got connected to the motherboard. And so we can go to off, we can turn it off, and that turns off all the motherboard lights, and it turns off the RAM lights as well. So let's put those back on, and you can see everything on the left hand side there, and under this panel here, that is all off and on, like so. And also there's different options, so you can have a breathing one, which very slowly goes through the colors, And then a strobe, which is cool, but it doesn't it's not so bright on this color. If we put it on white, it might be a difference. Let's put it on white. That's a strobe. That's quite cool, isn't it? And then you can put it onto cycling, and that goes through all the colors. Random, well, that's what it says on the tin. Probably the best one that you're interested in is rainbow. And that's really cool. I do like that one a lot. And in order to get everything matching, we use the remote control that comes with the ARGB light controller, which are all the fans are connected to. So then we can just pick a color, or we can press auto, and then everything is rainbow RGB. It's absolutely fantastic. I love it. Looks really, really cool. And then if you want to, we can change to different colors. We can go for green, or like that kind of green. And then we go back to the app, and then put it back to static, and pick a green. Oh, we need to change that to around about there. Is that green to match it? Yeah, that's pretty good. So that's in green. So you can, lots of different options. You can change colors. Let's go for a blue. Let's have a blue and a green. Why not? Or a blue and a red. Yes, it's very cool. I'm just going to move the camera a little bit so you can see it a little bit better, perhaps. Yeah, it is red, but it shows pink on the screen. Let me see if I can change it to a better red. Yeah, so there's a red, but it's quite difficult to show you on the camera. But it does look very cool. Let's get them all matching. In fact, what I'll do is I'll put it all back onto rainbow, because we all like it to be on rainbow, don't we? And then auto on there. And there we go. That's it. That's all I really wanted to show you. This big shout out to Timetec for sending me over these RAMs. They're absolutely fantastic, and I can't wait to see how they go when I've got a graphics card installed. And then thanks to ThermalRight for sending out these fans. They're absolutely fantastic, and they're much better and quieter than the fans that came with the computer itself. So that's brilliant. So thanks very much for tuning in, and hopefully I'll catch you on the next one. Next one's going to be on the graphics card. I'll see you later. Bye now.